Welcome to What's New in Blackboard since the last time we talked about Blackboard for August 2026. I'm going to skip the usual preview because I have a lot of things to cover today, so let's get started. The first thing I have for you is we get a new improved gradebook grid view this month. As you can see from what's on my screen, there's a lot more data displayed. It's a lot more compact as far as how many students you can see per page, and there's a ton of new options. There's so many new options, I'm not going to cover them all here today. There is a video library that I have posted on the institution page on our Blackboard. I strongly suggest you head over there and check out those videos that come straight from the gurus at Blackboard. It's less than 15 minutes total, and it will get you fully oriented on how to work in the new improved gradebook. Next, I'm happy to report on a feature multiple people have asked for, and that is exporting question banks. Now, this is not how you want to move question banks from one course to another. This is more for backup purposes or giving them over to another instructor who might need them, but it's really simple. You come to the question banks area in Blackboard, you click our friend, the ellipsis, the three dots, and just click export. If it's a really big question bank, it might take a while for it to process the file, but then the usual dialog will pop up asking you where you want to save it. There it is. I'm going to drop it right into my Documents folder. Click Save, and now you have your question bank in a portable format on your drive. This one is more student-focused, but as pretty much everyone in our system is a student in some training course or another, you'll see it too. The Courses page now has a to-do panel over on the right-hand side. Blackboard said that one of their biggest complaints from students was they weren't sure what was due next and what they needed to be focusing their attention on, so they've created this to-do list for students. The way you can help your students with the to-do list is make sure that you have due dates on all your assessments. Only assessments with due dates set in the settings, not the description, will show up in this to-do panel. So do your students a favor, add an official due date to those assessments, and it will show up for them here. Remember just a few months ago when we got the new improved groups management system? They've been added again, and we have another feature. You can now drag and drop students from your list on the left into a group. How's that work? Real easy. Hover over a student, and you'll see these little three dots, this grabbable handle that appears on the side. Click and drag and drop them into whatever group you want to be, and we see group B goes from 9 members to 10. Really simple. And there's a second groups management improvement. Let's go make a new group set, and we want to manually assign students. We'll pretend we're making lab groups. It used to be that you had to create one group at a time, either as you were assigning students or all at once and then assign students. There is now an option via this dropdown to create multiple groups at once. So if I want to create 5 groups, it will go ahead and do that for me. Groups 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can always edit those names if you need to, but now you can just use drag and drop to move your students into these 5 new groups that you created so quickly. We're almost through. I've got 2 more for you. This one is just a faster and easier way to do something you could already do with course copy. You can now simply duplicate items directly from the content page. So before you could do that, but you would need to do the course copy, find this course, and then copy the item you wanted. Now you can click the 3-dot menu on any item, and duplicate is an option. Give that a click, and you'll get that same familiar copy and content button down there at the bottom. And when it's done, a new version that says copy behind it appears right below the first one. Now the items inside do not get that copy name appended to them. So be sure you're working with the item that you really intend to be working with once you've done this copy process. And finally, a tiny little thing in those courses that are still original. There is now a banner at the top of all original courses that says this course is using Original Course View, which will no longer be supported after December 31st, 2026. On January 1st, 2027, original course view courses will be automatically marked complete and become read-only. This banner applies to everyone who doesn't have a student role. So don't worry, your students aren't seeing this. It shouldn't cause any panic. It is only being phased out to faculty and staff. Well, that was a lot for this month. They've been really busy over at Blackboard trying to get us great new things. I'm still waiting on that new content editor to show you all. Hopefully we'll get it by the end of the year. In the meantime, have a great quarter.